Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, actually, good afternoon, no? It's good afternoon at
Y-
your time?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. You're in New York?
Yeah, in New York right now. Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes, super,
We have Berlin
super
here.
hot right now.
Same here, same here. I'm sweating
Hot.
it's like, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, man, it's so good to see you.
Yes, Steven.
Yeah,
Yeah, great to see you, man. It's been a long time, long time.
it has been a while ago,
Yes,
my man. It has been a while ago, yes.
yes, yes.
So everything's all
Nice.
right with you? You're feeling good?
Yeah, yeah, feeling good. Everything is going all right, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, working, but these past 2 years, I felt like we kind of slowed down a little bit, which is good,
You say a
different
little bit, but you're
perspective.
very modest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
you know, yes,
that's
but
good.
everything is good. Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, Meta, yeah, let's start our conversation. Maybe just I kindly ask you to introduce yourself. Just tell us who you are. Then the people will understand that we are friends long term from way back in the days. But
Yeah,
I leave it up to you.
way back. Yeah,
Just
yeah, in
introduce yourself
Senegal.
a little bit.
Yes, yeah, man. Well, greetings each and everyone. My name is Meta Ja. And I was, I'm a reggae artist, lead singer of the band Meta and the Cornerstones. I'm originally from Senegal, Dakar, West Africa, and I've been living in New York the past 20 years. Dealing with music, recording artist, producer, composer, all of that. You know what I
And
mean?
touring, I guess.
And touring artist, yeah, touring, yeah. Exactly. So release a few albums. So now we're on our pretty much fourth album that are about to be released September 17 this year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm Fulani, Wolof. Yes, mixing two cultures together,
Right.
bridging with the
You're
world
the man of
music, all of
spirit.
that, and reggae backbones.
You're the man of spirit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Meta,
yeah, I started it as a. Uh-huh.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go for it. Yeah, man.
Well, I just wanted to say, because you mentioned a few points already, we call
Hmm.
this chat today concerning you, but not only you, me as well, but the other way
Yeah, yeah,
around. We call it from Dakar to the world, right?
yeah,
So we will talk a little bit about the journey of a musician and, of course, of your journey, and
yeah,
maybe a little bit about my journey, but some people know something about me already. So I would really love to hear,
yeah, yeah.
how did it happen that you went to America, actually?
Yeah. Well, I would say this
Was it
before I
planned?
even
Did
get
you
to
ever
that
plan
point.
it?
Well, I had a this vision of wanting to go overseas.
Right.
It don't matter which place, but I felt like I had this driven energy that when I was in Senegal, I tell myself I want to go overseas
Mm-hmm.
because I want to learn and expand.
Okay. Okay.
And with the
Oh, we have
also
yeah.
music in Senegal with our traditional music, all of that, the influences, everything. As a kid, used to inspire me, but I felt like Mbalak is there as the main music. But for me, I wanted to have this more like world music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the only way that for me to be able to do that is to travel and learn and discover different adventures, to be able to solidify myself as an
Right.
artist and
Right.
with the message, the language, all of that.
Yes.
That's how I what I was visualizing when I was in Senegal. That's why also too, they said when you project something at the end, it end up happening. Yeah, and I would say though, when I started as a rapper singer. I wasn't sure. I just know that there was a lot of music that I felt and kind of polyvalent. I was able to express myself as long as it's music. It don't matter what genres it is.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up and choosing that path wasn't easy.
Oh yeah.
Coming from mostly a Fulani tribe
Mm-hmm.
where our grandpa is an imam of a mosque. So the expectation was to be in the Quranic school and become, this hafiz in the Quran, all of that. You've been in Senegal, you know how the culture is set up.
Right.
So, and not being a griot, also, it was one of the points because they say, oh, if you're not griot, music is not yours.
Yeah.
So it was a big struggle, the beginning to be able to be heard and understood.
Yeah. You mean
So
your family and
luckily,
by your friends and so on, right?
exactly.
Mm.
Luckily, my mother, she's a like a music lover, big, big mellow woman, I will call it, in terms of listening all genres of music. And and she used to sing also in the house, and I would used to sing with my mom together. You harmonize all of these
Oh
things.
really?
But
Okay. Beautiful.
yeah, yeah. She have a great voice, huh? And she's influenced me a lot in singing, chanting, all of that. So I would say what gave me more courage is the people that you meet that
Mm.
motivates you, because half of the people that time I knew, maybe 80% wasn't. When they look at me and they know me, they're like, music is not for you. But
Mm.
I give you one example. One day I come to your studio YES in Senegal.
Yeah.
We were recording this compilation, and I remember this moment very well because I never forget. Because sometimes they said, there are certain things you cannot forget. You pull me, you said you wanted to speak with me. We come in the office and you give me good advice. And I remember you said, I believe that you can go very far with your music. If you continue working hard, you have a good voice, you are a good artist. I remember this. And I would say that this motivation,
Hmm.
it means a lot because Senegal also that time it wasn't a lot of set up beautiful studio like that environment and the way you set up that place, all of that. When we were coming to that place, it felt like we were going to the heaven. You know what I mean? The musical heaven space, really. And when we arrived there, we is a space that for creativity, all of that, and to be there that time is like an honor. You feel like your music is at least getting somewhere. The dream is right there on your face. And I would say thank you for setting up that
Oh,
place because it was one of also the place that shaped us
yeah.
other artists to know that music has a space.
Wait,
The
when you say us, are you still together with musicians from back in the days? No.
we no, we're still friends. They all like some of them continue doing hip hop,
But in
and some
Africa,
of
right?
them, yeah. Some are in Africa, and some are in Switzerland. Some are in the Washington D.C.
Okay.
Doing still the hip hop. But me myself, I kind of deviate a little bit the genres that I'm focusing with, which is reggae music and more like a soul world music combined. Yeah, man. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, man.
look, to me it's the same. I'm so thankful for the people in my life who, I wouldn't say took me at the side, but just looked into my face and tell me, you know what, this and this and this and this. Do it, believe it, try.
Yeah,
Because my parents never did. My family
yeah,
never
yeah,
did. I had to beg to grab a guitar. They said, "No, don't do it." You know.
Yeah, definitely,
So
definitely.
it is like you say. It means so much to us when we have the dream and desire to do music, and our destiny seems to be a musician and artist. Then it can mean the world if somebody takes is creating some nice phrases and tell it to you and give
Tell
you,
it to you.
yeah, just to give you more courage and energy, or just, I would even say, just to confirm what you know already, but through this reflection you can understand and you say, wow, yes, I knew it
Yeah,
all, you know. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And to add on this, back in the day, they called me Meta Crazy. I don't know if you remember,
No.
because yeah. But they in my hip hop time, it was just always Meta Crazy, Meta Crazy. The crazy came from that, man. Yeah, you always trying to do some different genres of music, because I used to, love the international music. I
Hmm.
trying to sing, trying to find some very different instrumental, you know what I mean? Not only hip hop. So this idea was like, people, man, you too extreme. You want to go somewhere very deep, you know what I mean? You're
Right,
trying to be this or that or this or that. But
right.
I would say that when somebody like you we met and you gave that push, also you said you can do this, you believe this, also that means a lot, I would say, because this is the motivation that we need. And few people also, my mother also were one of them that
Hmm.
amplify this, tell me you can do it.
So
My
she's
father
very
used to
proud of
live
you
in,
now, I guess.
yeah, exactly. And my father used to live in the US. Pretty much when I was a kid, my father was in the US. So when he returned back to Senegal, I hide all of my tapes because I was really scared what he's gonna say.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
they call him, elders call him, said, "You see, he's messing around." He said he's a rapper.
Uh-huh.
They wearing a big clothes, wearing big chains, things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And I was like, whoa, man, this old man gonna, justify me here. So he's like, rap, you do rap? He said, where is your music? He said,
Uh-huh.
I don't have music. He said he have tapes. So he said he want to listen the tape.
And he
The
did.
moment he listen it, he said to everybody in the family, leave him alone and let him do. That's what he want. And that was it for me. That was the
It does.
green light.
This is so beautiful what you're saying. This is so beautiful. And you see, as much as we struggle sometimes, everybody, but also artists and musicians, because it's a kind of schizophrenic situation very often. But also, there's always somebody giving you this beautiful energy, a family member,
Energy.
you know. Yeah, nice. So let me just get back to this point when you just talked about you rap and reggae, and you were in between everything, and you were open for international sounds, and so the idea of going away from Dakar, from West Africa, into the world, we call it the world now, America, Asia, wherever. So that was already in you, right? You had
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You had this fantasy. It
The whole time I had this fantasy. The whole time.
was a
I
vision. It was not a fantasy.
definitely. I used to close my eyes when I was like 7 years old, 8. I remember it very well. Close my eyes and picture this stage,
Mm.
overseas, and
Wow,
singing
that's
gibberish.
strong.
That time I don't speak no English, nothing, but singing gibberish. And
Wow.
I always felt it. In somehow it was something that's in me, like I would say it in a very even spiritual way. I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
felt it
sure,
that,
sure.
yeah, it was there. Yeah.
Tell me, how young or how old have you been when we met in Dakar?
Yeah, I think I was around 15, 16.
No way. Woo!
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think I was around that 15, 16. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah,
That's
yes, a long time
young.
ago.
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah,
time ago.
because I start rapping around 12 years old, when I was 12,
Okay.
you know? Yeah.
Uh,
So after a few years later, that's when the Studio Yes opened, and rappers were going there recording. It was
yeah, I
top-notch
opened it in
studios. Yeah.
2000. I opened in 2000, and I went away. I left West Africa in 2005.
2005. Yeah, that's when you left. Yeah, yeah.
At 5 years.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, we met the same year. Then you opened it.
It's possible.
Yeah, yeah, 2000. Because end of 2000, that's when I come to the US.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
End of 2000. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So now, when you look a little bit back, this journey from, you said when you were a child, you had these visions of, you saw yourself on a big stage and so on. What really happened on this road when you look back now? Because you made it pretty far. You have quite a success, and you are. I mean, I'm proud of you. I have to tell you the truth.
Thank you, Steven. I'm proud of you too. Yes, yes, we're proud of each other. Great.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Well,
So can you just explain us a little bit, how was this road? I don't believe it was just like you hit it and you make it and that's it, because it's always a challenge.
wow.
Always, you're doing this, you find out, oh, it's not that, and you're doing this and this, oh, that's more what I want to do and stuff like that, in terms of finding
Yeah,
musicians and playing live and shaping your style also.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
Definitely.
when I listen to your last songs, or maybe even singles, or anyway, your songs, they sound just, yeah, perfect.
Thank you. Wow.
Of
Yeah,
course,
man.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I saw this picture where you worked in the big studio of Peter Gabriel, and
yeah.
this is also why I'm so happy to be here with you, because Peter Gabriel was influencing me when I was a kid.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah, he's a great artist.
You see the circles of life.
Yeah, the circles of life. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
incredible. He influenced me very, very, very much, even until now. I just sang a song on Instagram, these live sessions, a song of him. I covered a song of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I saw the video. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
Don't Give Up, this song. It's very like, oh, very emotional, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to you.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit. How was this road? Was it difficult to build up something in America? Did you struggle, or tell it in your words?
Yeah, I would, looking at it back, I felt like, honestly, it was all excitement.
Mm-hmm.
It was excitement, so much excitement till I didn't end up see even the struggling part.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you want to do something, you want to be part of it, you just go for it. It's like like this. It's just like nothing, that everything that was happening around, I wasn't seeing it. But the first challenges I have was the language, speaking English, because in Senegal I just know few words, so I
Okay.
wasn't fluent.
Okay.
But I felt like it's all about energy and being open.
Yes.
Sometimes this is another way of speaking the language of the world.
Right. Right. Right.
I think that was also a big part that you know I end up magneting just the people I felt like that was in that also
Mm.
level of curiosity, of wanting to know where you're from,
Yes.
and it is a community. So when I came to the US, fell into this community in
Have you
Detroit,
been in New York right from the beginning?
straight to Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Okay.
Detroit, yeah. And also carrying also this artistic vibration. I end up meeting some musician, things like that. So I met one jazz player named Sean Blackman. I didn't know nothing about jazz anyway, but the fact that they are a band sitting down together and playing, and me hearing music, I try to sing on top of the
Okay.
instrumental, all of that. So we end up being friends, and every time I'm going, because I wanted to to nurture also my art,
Right.
and try to find rappers, and I would go to 7 Mile,
Right.
Southfield, because there was a lot of open mic with rappers, all of that.
Uh-huh.
So I get to go every Tuesday night,
So you just eat it
to
all.
yeah. Anywhere there is music, I'm going.
Okay.
But that time, in somehow, I tell myself, I want to shape my voice.
Right. Okay. Oh wow.
I'm constantly singing because I had a very clean voice.
Yeah.
But I tell myself, I need to create my own identity towards it. So I always love the raspiness
Mm-hmm.
and start building these techniques
Me
to
too.
find, yeah, where the raspiness is in my vocals, to be able to capture it and master it the way that I want. So
Oh, your
you
phone
know, oh,
you anymore?
hello,
Yeah. No,
sorry, yeah, yes.
it's okay.
So that was one of the also work that I put into, always singing every day, singing, grabbing my guitar, and just screaming to my bones. You know what I mean? So one moment I realized that, okay, Detroit that time was going. A lot of people was moving out because the economy was going down, things was changing. I tell myself, okay, it's hard here to do also what I want. Let me try New York, because the first time when I came to New York 1 week. I saw that big melting pot, lot of movement. I didn't see the music yet. So after
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, I tell myself I move in to New York. So when I come to New York, the beginning was so rough with place to stay, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I had my backpack, my guitar, that kind of struggle, left and right. And I tell myself, okay, to be in this place, New York, I have to also find the same job that I had in Michigan, which is a part time working in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to
Mm-hmm.
combine it with the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But one moment I found this area called the East Village.
Okay.
It was a lot of bars and clubs and musicians and rehearsal space under the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw one guy with the stick, and I started just having a conversation with him. He said he's in a reggae band. I'm like, yeah. Say, where you going? He said he's going to rehearsal.
And that was
Yeah,
it. That was
yeah,
it.
that was it.
Oh
I
wow.
went to the basement with that guy.
Right.
When I hear this band playing, I couldn't help it. I just
Right.
tell myself,
I see
can
it.
I?
I can see it, Meta.
And that was it. That
I
was
can
it.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was it.
so that was the starting of building a band, right?
That was the starting of jamming,
Mm-hmm.
because that band wanted me also to stay in the band, but as a background vocalist.
Okay.
But I tell myself, I want a band. I want to have my own circle of musicians and express this music. But I thought that the music that I'm gonna express
Right.
will be reggae and hip hop combined together, not necessarily roots reggae.
Mm-hmm.
But with time, being around also that same area and listening to a lot of reggae music, they said also to isn't you absorb things, wherever you are, it inspires you.
Right.
So my lyrics start taking also shapes, my voice, the raspiness, everything kind of came in a fall into place, and I found out that, okay, this is the music also that I sing, and I felt very like a free to express myself. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
Nice.
how the reggae started. Yeah, man.
And then you had your own band. You did the first gigs, little shows, a little bit bigger shows. And
Yeah,
outdoor.
yeah, yeah. Going playing every Wednesday in one bar in the East Village for 4 years. no money,
Wow, really?
just playing
Okay.
for free. The barman gave the bandmates some drinks. Sometimes we walk away with $20. You know what I mean? But it wasn't,
We know it.
none of that. It was just like about playing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
building this following, this community
Right.
of fans in New York. And that's how we were climbing slowly and start doing some smaller festival
Yeah.
opening for certain artists. And one moment also we become a very strong reggae band in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how we get discovered.
What was the
And
name of the band in the days?
the name of the band is Meta and the Cornerstones.
Oh, okay. That's the name.
Yeah. But I was playing on the street, I
Mm-hmm.
always find a place where they can give me electricity so I can plug the thing, set them outside and jam around Union Square, all of this.
So you know,
Yeah, it's a
you know the saying when people say, "When you make it in New York, will you make it everywhere?" You know that, right? You heard that expression?
definitely,
I, I mean,
definitely.
you're the proof.
Yeah, there is a little truth in that because here I would say that uh, there are so many beautiful talent artists, and
Mm,
I think also everywhere in the world, because by traveling, it's just like the vibration that is around. It's New York, it's too many cultures, so you get to feed into a lot of
mm,
vibration, a lot of energy. So and also to it adds in shaping you to be more like a solid because you know it's not an easy road.
makes it stronger somehow.
Strong, exactly, and steady and never give up.
And let
Yeah.
me ask you: Have you been all around America now? Have you had the chance to travel a lot, touring a lot?
N- Not all around America, but few places that
Mm,
where reggae is like strong, like
mm.
California. I've been DC. I did the South, Texas, Mississippi, all of these areas. You
Man,
know.
you wouldn't believe I'm so jealous now.
No, no, no. Next tour, you gotta join us when we do the US tour. You gotta
Well,
join us and
listen,
we go
I
together.
want, yes, I wanted to say that at the very end, but I can tell you now, my dream is to be on stage with you and to be invited, I don't know, for singing or keyboard playing, just to be on stage with you guys would be like, wow.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it for sure.
Blessing, blessing. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
beautiful,
But
beautiful.
but but to I also discover, with your recent music, I'm like, you have a great voice, and I'm like, how come I didn't hear this voice that time in Senegal?
Because I didn't sing.
Yeah, you didn't
I did.
sing then.
Yeah,
But very, very beautiful and
thank you so
super
much,
pro. Yeah,
so much. Wow.
yes.
Maybe I have to work on my roughness now, on my, how you said.
No,
I
you
was
have
really impressed how you described it. You said you wanted to discover how do you say this harsh voice? How,
edgy, raspy. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
edgy.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
Wow,
y-
that's really cool.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
wow, this is really a journey from. Are you from Dakar City, by the way? I never understood that. Are you
yeah.
from here?
Dakar. Yeah, yeah. Born,
Dakar
born
City.
and raised in
Ah,
Dakar. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Born and raised. Yeah.
Yeah. So my journey was the opposite. I went from a little town in northern Germany to
Uh
Dakar.
huh. To Dakar. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Amazing.
I mean, we don't need to talk about that so much, but
Yeah, yeah. No, I wanna know a little bit. Yeah,
well, yeah, I can
give
tell
me
a little
some.
bit because now I have
Yeah,
these how many years? Almost 20 years. 15 years ago,
yeah.
yeah, 15, 16 years it is ago that I came back. So I, to be really honest, I don't understand what I did. I don't get it. It was something called me. I was
Yeah.
I told this before. I was with Audrey, that's my South African mama. We fight against apartheid for many, many years. Anti
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, on stage in music. And I was in South Africa. I enjoyed it so much, but this daily racism in the street, even unspoken, but you see it everywhere.
You see it. Yeah.
I was hanging, but there was always somebody saying, "Oh no, they are black. And I said, what?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
yeah,
shocked. And I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
tired of that. I was tired, and I said, one day I have to go to Africa, and I have to be among black people.
Yes, yes,
Really, it's so stupid and
yes.
so simple, but this is what was on my mind. And
No,
then,
it's a mission. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, maybe a mission. It's a call. It's a call. And
It's
then
a
Baba Ma.
call. Yeah, yeah. The mission call you. Yeah,
Right, right. And you know
yeah.
Baba Ma, right?
Baba Mal. Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
we
Yeah, I
became
know him.
friends later. But Baba Ma had a song. It's called Bayo Bayo.
Bio. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Beautiful little song. Very acoustic and very beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
that was my call. This song, and then visiting Dakar for the first time, and then I said I have to do it. In my lifetime, once I have to do it. I have to be there. I want to see how it is, because I'm a
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I think you know that from my actions or from our talking. I'm somebody who really likes to do it, and I
yeah,
really don't enjoy when people do no, one day no, nothing happens. I don't like that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if it's wrong, and even if you do major errors, fuck, it's like that. Oh, sorry, I should say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Have to do it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta go for it.
yeah.
But well, it's a beautiful journey too, and also it takes a lot of courage to just, because we used to see the other way around, like
Yeah.
Africa always trying to go to Europe or
Mhm.
US to make it, but to just see also, because did it while ago, take everything and come base yourself in Senegal, open a studio, go for it, give the youths also an opportunity, you know, to have a job and also to have an environment to make music. That is beautiful.
Mm.
That is very beautiful,
I enjoy
you
it.
know.
I liked it very much.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I had?
And
I want to tell you this quickly. You remember this was a big room where we had the recording sessions, and all the time I recorded inside that room. What people
yeah,
normally
yeah,
don't do. You go into the recording room, and the other one is where you have the mixing board. So, and I enjoyed it to be near to the people, to sit next to everyone who sang, to everybody who
yeah,
sang.
yeah,
And then with the weeks and the months and the years, I understood, wow, I'm a witness. I'm a witness
yeah,
of history. I can witness the young people of Dakar, especially the rap people. They have a message.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't pretend to have a message. They have a message.
They have a
Not
message, big
everybody, of
time.
course, and not every message is like, wow. But very often I saw the emotions, I saw the drive. I said, oh man, I'm so happy to be here. The only thing I can do is record them and try to help them to be out. You know.
Definitely, definitely.
It was super important for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
beautiful. Mm.
really, really great. Very crucial moment, because that moment felt like was shaping. It was a moment of shape. This generation you see today, you know, that moment was very important, and a lot of it came out really amazing
Mhm.
and did some beautiful stuff. You know, some definitely end up finding all the branches, but still working in the musical area. If they are not today rappers, they are journalists and things like that. You know,
You
in
know,
on radios.
Mita, I want to say one thing. I believe very, very, very strong that we artists need to support ourselves. We need to stand by each other.
Definitely.
I think this is so super important. The older I get, I can see this so clear. We have to be together and saying, okay, we have different music, we have different ideas. You made it. You have a world hit already, or here's a guitar player. But we have to be together, because society easily says, "Oh yeah, you're doing music. You know what? No, it's
Yeah, yeah.
challenging sometimes." And then when you have success, they love you. They love you. Then when you're
Yeah.
not on the scenery anymore, you're forgotten. You're out. You
Forgotten.
know?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I'm not saying this is bad, this is good, but I think we artists should really stand together and just enjoy the presence of the other people around us who are also going this way, because it's not an easy.
Definitely.
But now, tell me something. Are you still in touch with
Uh-huh.
artists from Senegal, from Dakar?
Yeah, yeah. I'm still in touch with a few of them, not all of them,
Yeah,
but few of them.
like
And
friends,
also,
maybe. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And one moment I felt like, okay, this is very different story. Um, when I left the hip hop scene,
Mm-hmm.
start doing reggae,
Right.
it was like a kind of erased in the system. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So because the genre of music that I'm doing is not big in Senegal.
Exactly. This is also I wanted to, but we come to this a little bit later, maybe. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. It's very
Exactly. So that also dictates the contacts, the relationship, because everybody, oh wow, you think he's from Yard, from Jamaica, is reggae, is a pothead, is a Rastaman, you know, all
yeah,
of this was also new for many.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that time also a new generation was coming up with a different style, with the hip hop, all of that. So I wasn't also present a lot there because my first 9 years I didn't go to Senegal.
Mhm.
I stay here. So I felt like when I went, the strength that I used to have there in the hip hop music wasn't there anymore. But I was, fine with it. I tell myself, I have another, you know,
Mhm.
big parameters to work with. This is
Right,
the
right,
music
right.
that I love, but I still love hip hop. But it's about now finding myself in the music and what I want to do, and
You're grown.
and find meta, and find meta to be able to
Yeah,
carry my message and move forward. So, and today, yeah, I have a few connections of rappers that I used to hang out with school, like Wagabler, things like that. We're still in touch,
Mhm.
but the most of the part, yeah, just a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, Bagabda was one of the bands I always also pushed a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I remember, yeah. They used to express also themselves with the how the graffitis on the wall at the studio.
It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
How many
Yeah.
photo shootings I took. You know, you wouldn't believe it. I'm here with my friend Tomani. He's next to me, and it's like a journey back. Like I'm asking you about your journey. Is my journey is also back in the days, and now I see what I did and all the things I did, like photo shootings, demo tapes, productions, up and down,
Yeah, yeah,
up and down, up and down.
yeah, yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
yeah, man.
No, that's a lot of work.
So,
Sometimes we don't even realize how much work is put in. After we pass that, that's
yeah,
when we're like, wow, man, I was doing, yeah, exactly.
stream of energy. It's a stream of it's a desire of having an output or just reaching the peak. I think this is I can see this in you also. You're
Yeah,
reaching the peak, and then
yeah,
one day when we are old, we look back and we kind of understand it in a very different way. Magic,
definitely.
it's almost magic. So, what is your
Yeah,
plans for now? When do we see
yeah.
your diamond? No, how is it called? Platinum records
Yes,
all over.
right now I'm very excited for the new album.
Yeah.
It's coming out September 17th.
Ooh.
Well, I finished the album, and it's because of this situation with the pandemic, all of that. So
Of,
I just tell myself, let me take it easy, reflect, and also keep recording.
mm.
So
Did the
by,
computer influence your lyrics or your music? Did
you
you
know,
picked it up somehow in your words?
Mm, I would not, in the new music that I'm composing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some, definitely inspiration that I have, but it's not necessarily the pandemic, but it's the meditation I catch around it,
Mm.
and how important, and how also to beautiful to see the togetherness, because the moment the togetherness stuff, you will see a lot of people going depressed,
Mm.
and many also who didn't have the strength to be alone, and hold the meditation, stay in their body, was
Yeah.
difficult for them. You see so many parts, but all of these parts is okay because maybe we are all challenged to have a new awakening. So I was writing also in these kind of ways.
Yeah.
But what inspired my recent album is the whole story of my three past album, or everything combined together with the stories that I see in the US, with racism, with oppressions around borders. People try to cross different places. Let's say African nations trying to use these canoes and try to cross the Atlantic Ocean, and these little uh, stories about borders and oppressions and land.
Seen it?
All of,
Have you been?
huh?
Have you seen it? I mean, we see it on the news and stuff. Have you seen it? Have you been down there?
What do you mean?
Yeah, for instance, this border situation, all this, it's on the media.
Yeah, I've been to the Calais border. It's called Calais. Do you know Calais?
No.
Calais. Okay, it's between France going to England, right? So what happened was we went there because we wanted to give them live music. We took all of our equipment because they live in this, tents. All of that is a chaos, that place.
Right.
So we went there to play a show, but the moment that we arrived, those people apparently weeks they've been fighting each other and stabbing each other to death. So it was like a clan. It was like favelas with different clans. So when we came in, we didn't know what we dive into. We had a man from Morocco who was taking us the tour to greet some of the leaders that are there of communities. But entering there with one of the photographer who wear a small skirt and some Afghan, Pakistan came to her and started really disrespecting her about her skirt. Then I jump in and I start saying, because I understand what he mean and where he coming from, but also too, you have to understand you are in a different land that is not the mountain and Afghan, all of that.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And I tell the man, well, this scarf that you have around you, you can take it and just offer it to her and tell her, okay, would you mind this because you are in our area? And you could approach it nicer than coming insulting her name. And when I say that, the man storm on me.
Right.
And start saying some crazy things. I'm like,
I
defend.
You were just put in political, or it's not political, it's just human action, but not in the best.
Yeah, but at the end, I saw with my bandmate, one of the Afghans group, really some crazy knives.
Oh.
And we were in the middle. So some friends from Sudan that we met there and some other people come and try to retrieve the band outside of that place.
Yeah.
Because anyway, the police told us not to go there. But
sure.
we tell ourselves we're gonna go. But it was so ugly situation, and seeing that sadness that is in many people from different countries. And the story was they wait at night for the big truck to pass, so they go climb on it and hide to go. So, and they live in pain, in suffering, all of that. And some also with their spiritual philosophy want to go to a country like England, but at the border fighting a woman who wearing a skirt. And I'm like, why you want to go to a country that you're going to see many that will wear this skirt? So it shows this mess up ideas that in the world with not the tolerance, the missing tolerance, all of that. And witnessing all of that, so it inspired also my album to write about this topic, to try to also to because a lot of time also my music reflect a lot of spirituality.
Yeah, I just
But
wanted
for
to
me,
say, excuse me, I just wanted to say, I feel that your music is fighting pain. I don't know
exactly.
if you agree. This is what I feel when I talk.
I agree.
Mm.
For me, it has to uplift, motivate, and know that this world is a let's say big rock in
Yeah,
pieces, beautiful pieces.
yeah.
All these pieces can come together. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But in peace, in love, in harmony, in tolerance, and respect the ideas of each and everyone, so we can coexist and live. And for me, music have to represent this, have to represent the
True.
bridges, joining
True.
bridges, you know?
It's not for
Yeah.
everybody. It's not for everybody. I think there's a lot of music just, which is fine, I guess. But I could not even imagine. I could not even imagine to do music without, let's say, meaning. No, I wouldn't say meaning. I'm looking for the right word. To, yeah, no, not even purpose. Let's say when I see something, what you're just telling, it's heartbreaking. It's
Yeah, yeah,
teaching us. It's teaching. It's heartbreaking. It's like that is the real world, and this is only about one spot. What you were just explaining. It's in Greek. It's even in Italy. In Palermo, I was very often not that bad, but it's always the same story. People disrespect. Somebody said, "Here's a border," and then he doesn't belong there. We had it in Germany. I don't know if you're familiar with the German history of Berlin. We had a war in Berlin inside the city. The city was divided. You know.
yeah. World, yeah.
So it's always the same story.
Wow, wow.
It's the
Yeah,
people who think something, it would be good to be violent or to be intolerant. And oh, goodness, I'm getting so tired. You know? So
yeah, yeah.
let's fight
And
this
you
with
know,
a lot of positivity, as you do.
but definitely. But can I tell you something? You can find it even in the smallest village.
What do
Find
you,
it in the smallest village,
what,
because you will go to certain area, a village,
yeah,
example in Africa.
yeah.
Yeah, let's say they all the same tribe,
Hmm.
but different, how to call, level.
Yeah.
So these people cannot be with these people. These people cannot marry with these people because these are the nobles.
Mm.
These are the caste. These are the things. So it climb everywhere. So in somehow is a part of how human have it in this nature. I don't know, in this brain, whatever. But
Mm.
we gonna keep continue
Hmm.
photographing the beauty,
Mm.
to
I
photo the
don't,
beauty,
you know
to
what?
uplift,
I don't want to be
to
too
motivate.
melancholic or too drama, but I think this is the only chance we have. Because if we don't do this, if we don't sing or perform about it, write about it, whatever, what else? What else? To support people like Trump or something? No, please, never. Not for me. You know. Anyway, I want to propose something. Are you
Exactly.
still there? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Because I liked the way you described this cruel scenery where you have been with your friends and you have been really involved. Um, we should do a song together about this topic, about positivity.
Positivity. Exactly.
Let's see if we can manage
Exactly.
maybe in the next year or maybe end of this year. Let's try out something. If you agree, it's just a proposal.
Of course, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm
Okay.
totally in. You
Okay.
know me, I love collaboration. I
Okay.
love
That's
collaboration.
cool. That's
Let's
cool.
make it happen. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah, man.
happy to talk to you. I'm proud of you, as I said. And you know, I just can't help it. When I listen to your music, I like it. My friend is here. He's
Yeah, man.
he always says, "Oh, Stephen, you really like it." I really like it. That's it. Yeah, I would love to have a reggae band, but it never happened.
Yes, yes, yeah. Well, you have one. Well, you have one. You know, we all link together.
Right, right.
So one of these days, you want to jam also in a reggae production. You know, it's a family. You know what I mean? Also to sing in some of your production,
Yeah,
because I hear some beautiful stuff. You know,
yeah,
and I
let's
love
do.
to experiment. You know, utilize the vocal. Definitely, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes,
I'm open. I'm
that
down.
would be nice.
I'm very much down for it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
I think it's
Nice.
because this will be seen, which is fantastic. I'm really happy to have you here on board for this wonderful exchange of thoughts and this chat. So yeah, maybe I see you face to face somewhere in Germany, in Berlin, in America, wherever.
Somewhere in Germany,
Maybe
yes,
Africa,
or New
who
York,
knows,
yes,
right?
yes, yeah. Who
And
knows?
it was a pleasure to hear
Yes.
your point of view about the journey from.
Bless up, King.
Yeah, come into camera. Here's the camera.
Thank you for having me. Bless up, King. Yeah, man. Everything cool. Bless up. Yeah, man. Much love. Yes,
see you, man. The work is
respect.
good.
Nice. Yeah.
And everything you're doing. Bless up to your hustle, man. Bless up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Close it up.
All right. So you catch the vibe. So
thank you. Respect.
All right.
Nice.
Meta, thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
And we stay in touch anyway, right? We stay in touch anyway.
Thank you, Steven.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we stay. All right.
Good.
Much love. Cool.
Let's stay positive, okay?
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
Man.
Yes, sir. Shine the light. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big respect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bye. Be good.
Yeah, man.
So let me
All
see.
right.
How should I
Bye-bye.
shut down the system? I have no
Bye-bye.
idea. Yeah. Stopping.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice.
Bye.
Perfect. Bye-bye. Yes, sir.
Recording.
Bye.
Stopping.